Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Og better bet. Han har været down i pausen. But I beat them.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36, and the Kansas City Chiefs. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We'll look now at our starting defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it, and they started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, a 2nd-round pick from Missouri, Drew Lock.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got him.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. Now a play fake here on first down as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
What did you get up here, teammate?
This is taken at his 4. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
They just got to kick
the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return.
Good
as
job,
they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him.
This is intercepted, intended for Hill.
How the hell did you
overshoot Jackson? And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Great job, boys. Great job letting them get that yardage. Interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crop, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Which led to a pick. I just had no answer.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he is going to go down.
Cover me.
Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. He's getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Complete, the tight end Kelce. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 5. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
And now to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
60 out more. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Check 9.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. Third down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Clock now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Chiefs on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you do.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Todd Davis. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Block now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw it is Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Going underneath for Gordon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
30 base. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Silver.
Locke working out of the gun. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw it here. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Broken ribs. So now 8 weeks on the sideline.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some strong running. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City,